Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Bjornholm. Today we're going to be getting some silage bales ready, and I'm not going to need the tether. I have installed the bale extension mod, which basically means I absolutely have to bale grass to get silage. I can wrap hay bales, but that just keeps them safe from the weather. I do have to bale grass to get silage now. And you can see I got everything situated over here. I'm actually going to have to drive down the road slightly to get everything in place properly. I figured I'd include this just so that you guys, if you haven't played Bjornholm, or even if you have, so that you know where the grass paddock I'm talking about actually is. Now I know I could use the butterfly mowers, but when I bought the mower I didn't have enough money for them. Is that a big enough area to do? Yeah, there's a grass paddock up there, but this area here is actually a nice shape to work with. So I can just start off here and then move up to the grass paddock there. You can see the fence is just after loading in if you're watching full screen. I don't know if you can see it if you're watching on a smaller screen. So why is field 27 stubble? I'm just going to take down the help thing here and bring up all of the information. So you can see we have two T6s currently working on the main farm. One is cultivating and one is seeding. All the fields have been ploughed, so we only need the two T6s up there. And I've done a small bit of testing just to see how I can work things. The T4 can actually run the windrower. I've tested that and it works. So that's not really an issue. And I can run this T6 with the mower and the baler. So there's no real issues there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be doing a couple of headlands here just so that I don't end up driving on the road constantly like this. And just let that car pass so I can actually... I wish you could put up signs saying, hey look, be careful, there's verge mowing in progress or something, because this is something I've seen a lot, and there are always signs up or some sort of vehicle parked down the road saying, hey guys, be careful, because you know there's a tractor kind of driving down your side of the road, or potentially even down the wrong side of the road, so just kind of be careful. It's not a thing in the game, so it's not something I should really be complaining, but it's something that I'd like to see. I have got rid of the bale to grass mod, or the bale grass mod, grass bale mod, whatever it was. The reasoning behind it being I don't need it. The bale extension actually integrates grass bales into the round baler, and the round baler is the only one that can bale grass. Now once I have some bales done, I'll show you some of the features of the bale extension. I know I could drive down to the cows and show you some others, but basically you've got to keep an eye on the moisture levels of your bales, because if they're too high you're just not going to have good bales, and it does have, the moisture level does have an impact on the price of the bales. So if you've got really wet straw bales, you're not going to get any money out of it. If you've got nice dry A+ quality straw bales, you're in the money. And it does modify the price of bales as well, which I think is a nice little feature. So this is going to be the second headland. This is all I really need to do. And you can see the two T6s are working away on pretty much side by side on fields over the main farm. Meanwhile I'm doing some mowing. What else? Yes, I am recording the last two episodes were recorded yesterday for me, so I'm just trying to get ahead again because I've fallen a bit behind through various faults of my own. Wish I could blame somebody else, but now it's my own dumb fault for falling behind. So this is hopefully going to be a nice line here. As you can hear, I'm not using my keyboard, so these lines are controlled pretty much by how good I am at the controllers, which isn't very by the looks of things. Oh, look at all the stuff that I've missed. Oh well. You're never going to pick up everything when you're mowing. Especially if you're mowing on a tractor. If you're mowing with a push lawnmower, you're probably going to want to pick up everything. Especially if you're mowing your lawn, because a big tuft in the middle of the lawn doesn't particularly look nice. Do you guys say lawns over in Europe? Because it seems to be an exclusively British and Irish thing. I know in America it's yard or garden mainly, so I don't know, it's your household grass patch, whatever you guys say. I don't know, so I'm just going to say household grass patch or lawn. See, it's actually one of my favourite tasks in the summer is to go out and mow the lawn, because it means I get 20 minutes to half an hour of, well, we've got a mower that's kind of self-propelled. It's one of the old, it's a push mower, but if you put in a certain handle, it will pull itself along, so I just kind of go out and do the lawns by pulling the handle a certain amount. I pull the handle enough that it propels itself, and I just kind of have to walk behind it at a reasonable pace. So it's working, but not really. Which is kind of my ideal situation. It's work, but most people wouldn't count it as work. It's easy, it's simple. I've changed some sound settings today, so I hope that I'm not being drowned out by the game. Constantly checking the audio graphs on XSplit, and it looks like I'm not being drowned out too much. It sounds like I am in my own headphones, but I'm going to trust XSplit's sound graphs. Whether or not that's a good idea is going to be decided later, but I'm going to trust it for now. I might fiddle around later on and see if I can actually play some music to myself while I'm doing this, because it would be awesome. Not like today, or in any recording that's going to go up anytime soon, but I may do a few test recordings and just see what happens. Because as things stand, I'm pretty much forced to listen to the game sound, which is just, I know you are as well, but you can have music playing as well. I prefer not to play music through my videos because, well, number one, you might not like my taste in music, which is primarily like rock and indie rock. If you, I don't know, I kind of sound like a hipster saying this. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's pretty famous. Hosier. I've been to see him live twice, and oh my god, he's so good live, and I absolutely love his music. That's kind of one sound that I really enjoy. I do enjoy classical music as well, Mozart, Beethoven, Bach. I also enjoy the likes of Pantera, so I've got kind of an eclectic mix of what the hell do you listen to? Well, depends on what mood I'm in. What do you watch on YouTube? Games. Games that I don't have, games that I do have, games that I want. But no GTA 5 story spoilers, because that's not out yet. And people, I say that, people I know are gonna say, GTA 5 is out, it's on Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One. Yes, it's out on inferior hardware. I mean the correct version of GTA 5. That hasn't been released yet. It's due out on the 27th, apparently, and quite frankly that's a date I don't trust. I would expect to see it somewhere around February, March, maybe April. I mean, I don't want to see Rockstar rushing out a bad port. They did that with GTA 4 and... oh no. They did that with GTA 4, and if they do it with GTA 5 as well, I'll never forget them. I think they'd pretty much go bust. But they wouldn't, because all the console plebeians would suffer. Would continue buying their games, much like they do with Call of Duty. Or as I call it, what do I call it? Oh yes, Call of Fish, the Fish Wars. Because everybody calls it COD. No, COD's a fish, not a game. Battlefield is a game. Flight Simulator X. Flight Simulator? Flight Simulator X is a game. Farming Simulator is a game. COD is a fish. Call of Duty is a bad game. I've got very strict views on what is and isn't a good game. Farm's somewhere in between the two. Saints Row 4, which I've been playing recently, is a very good game. I've renamed it Superhero Simulator. Oh, one of the T6s is already finished. What? Oh, it was the cultivator. XSplit really does not like me switching between tractors for some reason. Skills is using a thumb and middle finger to work an entire Xbox controller while you got your other hand on the mouse. There we go, that's that started off. And keep that one open. And now we sit through some lag again while I tab around. There we go, there's the T4. And here's the T6 that I'm using. I did intentionally pick tractors that were side by side in my tab through. By the way, it wasn't just random chance. I figured it'd be easier to switch between the two of them if they were side by side, and I think I'm correct in saying that. I think most people, if they want two tractors down somewhere else, will do the same thing. Because oh my god, it's annoying tabbing through every tractor to find the one that you wanted. Because you went the wrong way, or because they weren't side by side, or something similar. Okay, so let's continue on with this mowing. And hopefully we'll get onto windrowing and baling. Well, windrowing we will get onto in this episode. Baling I don't think so. I will have to set up the T4 in a moment. It's not quite ready to go yet. And there we go, that's T6 continuing on. Second to last pass maybe. I think it might need one more, well it will need one more pass, but will it need another pass after that is my question. And the answer is... yeah, no. Only just. And I know I've missed bits here and there, I don't particularly mind. I'm going to bring the T6 back over to the shop. Because, actually no, I'll just put it up in here. Sorry. Screw your sign, oops. And in between episodes, because I won't get all the windrowing done in this episode, in between episodes, I'm going to switch to bring the T6 and the baler over. And as well as that, I'll bring the T4 and the bale wrapper over, because the grass bales need to be wrapped pretty much immediately to turn into silage. It takes them 2 days, so we are gearing up for the cows. Using grass bales for sheep, pointless. So, where are the sheep in relation to the cows? Cows are there. Where are the sheep? The sheep are, whoa, way up the top. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one. So I'm going to need to get a forage wagon for grass. Oh, Unlimited data on my phone has been activated again. Hooray. How much did it deduct? Oh, deducted the right amount. I thought I'd have to make a phone call or something there. Because my free data on my phone is like 4.5 gigs for €10 a month, which is pretty amazing value, to be honest. So I'm just going to be windrowing up here. I'll do one head limit again, just so that I'm not trying to run across the road with the baler. And I must say, it is unusually breaking up grass in Farming Simulator, knowing that I'm going to be doing silage correctly, baled silage correctly, because normally it would involve having tedded grass. I know in 2013 I did have a few mods that allowed me to bale and wrap grass bales, although I'm not sure if there were mods injected into the Ursus baler, or the Ursus bale wrapper. So I don't know how legal they were, or how allowed by giants they were, but they did work. It did work. It was one mod, and it basically allowed all bales to be wrapped with it. So I'm just going to be windrowing up here. I don't know how to compensate for the different widths of the rows. So I'm just going to kind of make a guess here. Here's good. Yep, that works, kind of. No, yes, maybe. Yeah, it'll do. So it is in fact much easier to just go around in circles than try and do it properly, unfortunately. I know I could do it here because it's straight, but the roundy bits are just too much hassle. That's going to be fun to try and get. I think I might just skip it. So we're almost 20 minutes in. We're 17.5 minutes in, just under. And yeah, I will in fact just start down here and do my best to get at straight lines out of these and figure out what to do up there later on. So I would kind of like mowing and windrowing because I think it's kind of therapeutic. You can just sit and go on straight lines and go relatively slowly, no matter what game you're in. Now, of course, with the big M500, I won't have to do this if and when I get it, because it's got auto swathing capabilities, so it just leaves one big swath behind, which is tasty and nice. One thing I may do in the future is actually export or get I know there's a mod map of Bjornholm that is just the Bjornholm map, only in mod format. I may get that and just change some textures, because I did do that in 2013 Hagenstedt. I changed all the textures so it looked pretty, and I really enjoyed my modded Hagenstedt. It was technically a private edit, as with any edits I make to any maps throughout the course of this game, unless I specifically get permission from the mod author or the map maker, or unless, you know, I make a map, which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get some time to do it. So hopefully by getting farther ahead on YouTube and kind of, though unfortunately sacrificing a lot of suggestions you guys are going to be making, and I know as time goes on I'll look like I'm sacrificing more and more and more from you guys, but I'm actually going to be making a map for you guys, and I'm going to be releasing it publicly. This went faster than expected. So I'm going to... Is this the seeding tractor that's done? Yes, it is the seeding tractor that's done. Okay, so you can stop. And you can now go to field 25. 3 meter course. Get the 3 meter course there and get the seeds for the 3 meter course. Where's the start point? Down over here, okay. That's good. I did these 2 fields, field 24 and 25. I did them manually last night while I was waiting for all of the crops to be sold and the course play plough to finish. I did also just clean up the bits that were missed. Oh no. Automatic ridge markers won't do much damage. So I'm gonna end the... I'm gonna wait until the lag's gone. So I'm gonna end the episode here. If there have been any random cuts during the episode, it's because there's been lag. XSplit has this weird habit of lagging and killing most of the footage. Well, not most of the footage I've recorded, but anytime it does lag significantly, the footage is pretty much unusable. So I'm just going to drop off the more here in this patch of grass for the sake of yes. Oh, I can't do that. So I'll just... I'll probably be able to pick that up, and I'll pick up the baler, and I'll be back in the next episode where I'll be baling and wrapping all this grass. Also, I meant to seed something other than wheat. Nuts. Well, looks like we've got another wheat harvest coming. I may rectify that off screen, because I wanted canola. Oh well, I'll figure something out. I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Bjornholm. Please comment, like, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Can I just said it picks up grass. Why can't I pick up grass? I'm going to have to check my mods folder, so I can rectify this weird problem with the grass. Something to do with the baler, because I was told that Bale Extension told me I could pick up grass with the baler. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna go fix my mods, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.